And today we are going to talk about all these topics. We will try to understand how you can set up the Git action kind of workflow to execute your test cases in Git infrastructure itself. It will not execute on your local system. You can execute it in some other virtual machine, or you can set up Docker container part, but we are not going to use Docker part as of now. We will simply utilize the default um, latest Unix machine to execute it through GitAction. Then we will see about the Allure reporting. Then we will see the Jenkins job setup, and we will see browser stack integration. And if we will get time, we will talk about the saved page.context, which you can reuse. Fine. Okay, let's see it one by one. Git actions. So GitHub provides you a way where you can execute the test cases or your whole test suite through YML file, through YML file. Okay. So in your Git, let me go to my repository, this one as of now. You will be able to see this action icon, okay, this play icon in your repository. So now Git is very powerful where you can put commands to be executed over your project. Right? There are some paid subscription also to do different things related to CI. But the basic thing, what we want to achieve is our test cases should be executed. Our test cases should be executed whenever, let's say, there is a push into the master, something like that. So that comes under the continuous integration when we say that execute the test when there is a push in master branch, in master, or we say main branch. Okay. Or you can set up different kind of um, like scenario when you want to execute your test case. So if you go to Playwright's official website and you just search for CI, setting up CI. If you go here, they will say that, okay, there are different continuous integration setup you can do. There are GitHub actions, and there are a lot of other things also related to maybe Jenkins. Um, there are Circle CI. There are a lot of CI tools available, right? With all those things, you can configure. It's not just GitHub. Here, they have given one example that if you want to use the Git action, what you can do is in your project, create one folder .github. Inside that, create a folder workflows, and inside that, create one YML file. Let's say playwright.yml. Okay, that we can do. So do it with me. What we can do is in our project, if you see here, there is .github folder. So you click on new folder and create the folder name as .github. Again, inside that, create a folder workflows. Okay. And inside that, there can be multiple kind of workflows. We are using the very basic one with playwright.yml file. You can have multiple YML file, but I'm not going into that complexity part as of now. And what I did is I copied this example, which is given by Playwright itself, and I have put as it is. I am not going to change anything here. Okay. Because it's a very basic example which is working actually. So here, if you see, we are saying that the name should be Playwright test. This will be visible in the Git. Okay. Then when this will be executed, it's like on. So there are some values which you can set. To understand all these things, you should read about writing the YML file for GitAction for Playwright. Search in Google, ChatGPT, anywhere, and try to research more about it. It's not that much difficult. There are fixed set of properties which you can set. So for example, here on, then we are saying that on push means whenever somebody will push the code, where either in main or master. It's up to you. If in your company, you guys are working in some QA branch, some dev branch, you just put the branch name here, right? Or pull request. When somebody will create the pull request, then also I want to execute. It's up to you when you want to. So there are like these are the scenarios when we want to execute our test, right? Okay. Now the job setup part, like what you are going to do while execution. So we want to set up the test related job. Timeout is 60. I think this is not seconds, it is actually minutes by default. So within 60 minutes, this should be done. All these things. It's like this. You can change it. Run on Ubuntu latest. So here you provide the infra part. So if you want to set up something else, like a particular Ubuntu version, Debian version, or whatever you want to use, or some virtual machine IP address you want to give, or AWS instance you want to use, all these details will come here with some other parameters also. You have to talk with your DevOps people. They will, or SREs, they will help on this part. As of now, we are keeping it Ubuntu latest. So Git is providing a very basic infra to run your test cases on Ubuntu. Okay. Then what are the steps you want to do with this? So these are like setting up the node and check out the repository so that code will come. Some stable node version. It will execute with the stable version and with the node stable version. And then it will install the dependencies. It will run the npm CI, and it will install Playwright browser. It will again install the Playwright libraries with the dependencies, and then it will run this Playwright test and npx Playwright test. So name is just to showcase. basic command is this, right? This is the name of the what we want to do, and this is the real command where the run is written. So run will be executing the thing, means the command it will be executed here with okay. So here once it is done, then artifacts will be uploaded back to the workflow. It's like this. Okay. And if somewhere it is cancelled, it's not cancelled, then do these things. It's like this. What? It will publish the playwright report, right? Retention days. So historically, all the executions will be there till 30 days. It's like this. You can change it. Now, there are a lot of things related to space, whether space is available or not, what kind of subscription you have for the Git, that will come into picture. As of now, we have a public repository, so you may not have a lot of things to tweak here, right? But what we have done, we have simply taken this YML file, we have put it into our project structure. Once you are doing that, you can go to your GitHub and you can go to the actions and see here, this was executed some 3 hours back, 20 hours ago. For this repositories, something got executed automatically. Okay. Now the question is how, so you don't have to worry about when it will be executed. The reason is because you are saying that when to do it, right? So let's do one experiment here. You guys should know the git command first of all, right? So the very first command is to get the code from this repository is going to the source code here, framework. Here is this one is the repository address. So you should do git clone. If you have not done it, you should do it. If you have not done it, okay? If you already have this code, today only I said that, get this code. I don't know how many of you have done it. So get this code somewhere in your local repository. Right. Best practice is, I can tell you the best practice. What one should do when they are working with any kind of project, not just this. It's always better make a folder, and officially we do it when you're working on automation. Make a folder. Make a folder. Let's say the folder name is git repo, something like this. All the git repository will come, right? Then open git bash, git bash. So how to do that? So for example, in my system, I will have the code at D drive, git repo. Yes, this one. So I will do right click and I will say git bash here. Open git bash here. You should have git bash for Windows in your system. If you don't have, you should install it. Git bash for Windows. If you simply search it, you will get it from here, download for Windows, and just it will give you MSI file, and you just have to um, do it like next, next, next. Keep everything as the default. You don't have to change anything there. And once it is done, you will be able to see the option. So when I right click, it will show me there are two things, git GUI here and git bash. Bash is their command prompt for the git. Here you should execute this command, git clone and then this, so that the repository will come to your system. Okay. Then open this folder in uh, VS Code, so that it will be our project now. So in the Visual Studio Code, you will go there and say, hey, I want to open the folder. Which one? This one, which we have cloned. Clone means it's like copied from cloud to your local system. Right? So once you copy it, by default, the branch will be main branch. Okay, so if I go to now, once it is cloned, then every time you should do it with your own project. So inside this, right click again and say open git bash here. Okay, so once you do that, you'll be able to see um, all the branches. So you can say branch by default, main will be there, but yeah, so this will show me all the branches where I have worked on. So as of now, I am on this branch. It's like this, right? So you will see main by default. You can create your own branch if you want to work on it. Right? So I'm not going into that part as of now. But yeah, for a practice, you can change the branch. Okay. So as of now, I will the command I can tell you, git checkout -b, and you can give a branch name. Let's say adding underscore YML underscore file. That will become your branch name. Okay, it's like this. So once you are done with that, okay, let me do it. Why to worry about it? So let me take the latest from here. First, I am checking whether I have done some changes, so that those changes should be there in my local. So I will say git checkout main first, so that I will go to the main branch first. It's aborting because there is some file which I have changed in my local, but I have not pushed it. Okay, so it's saying either you stash it or move it, something like that it is saying, but that's fine. It's saying it will overwrite your file. You just stash them before you switch to the branches. Okay, let me take backup actually, because this is very important thing as of now. So I'm just taking a backup. Hold on. Then I will say git check out. So okay, we have to do. I'm not able to check out to the main branch for some reason. It's saying that there is some changes. Either you commit this file, right? So this file is already added. How I am able to see that? Because yesterday, if you see all my pull request, there is no open pull request. So I can check. There are two closed. So log file added, I did it. YML file added, I did it. And what I did with this is there is one file change, which is this package log.json. For some reason, I did it. Okay, so this is already closed. That's fine, but let's do git stash here. There is some changes which is not required, let's say. and then you can say git checkout main. I'm going to the main branch and I will say git pull so that I will get all the latest things from my main branch. And after that, so I did git pull. So basically, what we should do when you are uh, here, open this folder in VS Code. From the git part, we should always go back to main branch. By default, you will be here and then do a git pull so that you will get the latest. This will this will give you all latest changes in project repository for main branch, not for all the branches. So I'm assuming that we are working on the main branch as of now. Then you can create your own branch. So we'll say git checkout -b and the branch you want to say. So I want to um, let's say just giving a test branch. I'm saying just test branch, but generally it should be some meaningful name what you want to achieve. So now we are at test branch and this YML file is already there. Now you can check, let's say, let's do a change here. So for example, um, here I want to change the timeout, let's say 50, and I will push it back. So I will go here, I will say git status. So it is showing me that you have done this thing, you have changed the YML file. And there is one folder which I have to add, which is Allure report. That I will add. So there is one more folder which we should create for the next session actually. But create it as of now. You just create a folder, Allure report, this one. Okay. Not the, no, I'm checking. Just a minute. Report or result? Hold on. Report. Allure report you will create a folder. So let's push it. So here, how to push this changes. Copy this. Control insert is the shortcut. I'll say git add. Shift insert is to paste. Okay. Then if I again check the status, it is showing me that, okay, you have added this, but this red one is still untracked file. So I want to push this, not the result. Result will come when you will run the command basically. So control insert, git add, paste it here, done. So we are adding it one by one. We are, okay, basically I should not have added the actual, all the files, just the folder I should have added. So there is some warning, it will say it's fine. Let's clear again. And this time if I'll check git status, so there are a lot of files which is added. I don't want to add these things. You just have to add a folder. Okay. For me, it's showing me a lot of things because I have executed this thing already. But that's fine. So now how to push all this code. So let's do that. I'll say git commit -m YML changes. So these are the message you want to pass with your commit. Okay. So git commit is a command. Then you will run git push. We'll say git push and git push origin. So this is the command you are pushing your code back to this branch, and this branch will be created then. It's like this. Okay. So let me copy this. I will say git push origin and then pushing it. Once you will push that, let's go back here. You will observe in the action something will be started automatically. See here, as of now, there is a 5 workflow run. Something will start automatically. Let's see. Let's see. So yeah, this branch is created. Let me refresh it. Something should get start automatically because we have pushed something on that branch. Fine. As of now, let's go to the pull request to complete the cycle. It's saying that there is test branch with one recent push is there. So I'll say compare and pull request. So we are creating a new pull request here. And this is the way you create it. You put all the things, you see the difference and all. See, it's saying earlier it was 65, you made it 50 now here. So that's fine. I want to create a pull request. So here you will see some option to create. It's saying that you want to push the code from test branch to main branch. Fine. Here you will see create pull request. Once we will do it, there is pull request number will come. See here, request number 3 has come. General practices, you will give this path to your peer, your colleague, and you will say that, hey, review my code. So you can add the reviewers here. You can assign this to someone to review, right? So your team member name will come here. They will review it. They will put some code. They'll suggest some code changes and all. See here, it is saying that it is running Playwright test. Okay. Why it is doing it? Because we have created a pull request on that. It is running the test. This time, if you will see, go to the action. See here, this is come, it is executing something. It is executing our whole test cases. It is saying that this is pull request test number 6. Sixth time it is executing basically. It is pull request number 3 opened by, it will show you the person name also because of whom this is started, like your team member. So it is, as of now, I am doing on myself. So it is showing me my profile name. Done. It is executing. And once the execution is done, it will show you the report. So if I click on this, the previous one, if you see here, it is showing me that this is done. And don't worry about this red thing as of now. It's showing me some error. It's fine. Basic thing is at the end, it will generate this Playwright report and you can download from here. It is the same report which you see here in this, right? You have the Playwright report and index.html is the file which will show you the proper report, right? So let's go back again to the actions uh, here. So there are a lot of options here. If you see here, it is showing me all workflow. We gave the name as Playwright test, correct? And it is showing cache management, attestation and all. I have not used this thing. But yeah, it is showing me in progress. If I click here, I can cancel the run if I want to. I can see the workflow file, which is again that YML file, just to check what we have done here. And let's go back. It is still running. Obviously, it will take time. If I click here, if I click on the test, probably I'll be able to see what they have done. See here, it is set, it has set the job. So all the commands related to setting the job, it's there, like setting that Ubuntu machine, I think. Then this one is to check out the code, setting up the node, setting up the dependency, then install the Playwright browser in that Unix machine. Then it is running this. See here, 29 test cases. It is executing it one by one. All the printout console.log also it is showing, I think. And once this execution is done, it is going to upload the artifacts, all the reports. And if there is post-run action, it will do post-run action and all. Uh, this is how it works. Very powerful thing. Most of the companies are exploring more on the GitAction because they don't want to use another third-party tool, let's say, or any other tool, let's say Jenkins or Circle CI, if they can do everything on the Git itself. So companies are preferring these things nowadays, that why not utilize the Git itself to do everything, like having the source code also here and doing all the actions also here related to execution. Yeah, so see here that execution is done now. That Playwright YML on pull request, it has executed. It took 5 minutes 40 seconds to do everything. Yeah, and there is a Playwright report available here. I can download this. This will go to my downloads and we will see the report. It's a good way because your team is aware about everything, right? You're running on the cloud. So it's very beneficial that it gives you more transparency. So this Playwright report has come. Let's open this index file. If I open the same Playwright report, see here, it is showing all 28 test cases executed, 26 passed, 2 failed. If I go to only failed test cases, I'm able to see that why it is failed. It is saying that something happened with this click. It was taking more than 30,000 milliseconds. That's why it is failed. That's perfectly fine. And we will see the screenshot also where it is failed. You click it here, you will see the screenshot. My browser is not supporting it, but yes, screenshot is there. If you see here, these attachments are there, and these are the logs. Screenshot is there, but probably some issue with my browser supported, JPG file or not, or BMP file. That's why it is showing me. But yeah, everything is there. Same as like Playwright report. That's it about the Git action part. For the command purpose, I can tell you what you should do if you're working. So you should pull it, create your own branch to work. So you will say git checkout -b and then branch name. So here branch name will come. Then whatever changes, make changes or add new files, right? Then the command will be like, you will check the status, whether those files are available, right? So you say git status. This will give you, will show all the changes, right? Then you add it. So you will say git add and then file name. Here, what file name you want to add, right? Or the folder that you have to give one by one. Then you will say git commit. To commit your changes, git commit -m is like test file edit. This is like message, what you want to put. Then git push origin and the same branch name which you gave here. right? Same thing will come here. Now go to GitHub, go to GitHub or Bitbucket, whatever you're using, github.com, and then um, create pull request. Some people say merge request in some companies. Some people say PR. Some people are using MR, word as MR. Then somebody will review it. You can send it for the review, right? So somebody will review changes. Then basically somebody will merge or they will approve, right? So approve changes will happen and then merge PR or MR. So when we say merge, it's like your code is merged, will be merged, code will be merged from this branch to main or master. It's like this, right? Done. So this is the workflow, basically how you work with the GitHub and how you work with the YML file. YML file itself is a big chapter to understand its capabilities, but very basic YML setup they have provided. Fine.